we do so many demonstrations on this individual because he lies so much. In his demonstrations, it is not even funny how many times we have busted this guy doing some dirty stuff. So first things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Witch Technology Screens. And the reason why we came into all this craziness is because all we did was just purchase an order from this individual off his website. And this is the kind of craziness it turns into. This fellow clearly lies so much in his demonstrations, his products, his website, that he constantly is tripping over his own feet. When you lie so much, you pretty much can't keep track of all the lies that you're telling, but eventually you will trip up and this will blow up in your face. Now, when we had ordered the Frankenstein, as I told you before, first thing we did is we went in, we did a verification video. I'll be posting that to the rest of the links. The verification video basically shows the item before it gets here. It shows that we can back up. Okay, this is the color that the product was when we got it here. This is the color it should be when it gets here, because as I said before, we've had incidents of him sending us black paint in the mail. Cinemax was supposed to come in black. We all know that's a lie. So here, I'm just going to show you, this is right here, the Frankenstein. I'll show you a number of ways that Crow has lied on his website. For one, we gave him a challenge of the 2-quart 300-inch screen challenge. Never done. But he did go on the website and change that, because even he knew that was just the dumbest thing to say ever. But there's still proof of that on his site, that if he didn't get rid of it already, that he still sticks to this theory. All right, so the Frankenstein, as he claims, this is the container we got from him. We get special containers from Crow, so that's how we know that our containers are special, because nobody else gets these containers. He only sends this to us. So that's how we know when we get an item and we say it was shipped here from a customer's container will look different. Our containers, on the other hand, look like something else. They look like this. They have these special little letters. They put my name on it, stuff like that. So that's how we know the difference between if we have a product shipped here from a customer, it came from a customer, and one that came from him. Now you see what he says right here? He says, not ambient light rejection. Now when you send this back the right color of the product, keep in mind, you can write not ambient light rejection. We're still going to stick your screen in ambient light environment, because right here on your video, on your channel, you have a video of the Frankenstein mix 5 years back that says the screen paint is ambient light rejection mix. That's what you say here. So why would you downgrade the product and charge people more paint? I'm pretty sure your product is not the same price it was 5 years ago. I'm pretty sure you raised the price. So why in the world would you take a product that you claim to be ambient light rejection technology and then downgrade it and charge people more money? I'm sorry, but that's scamming at the end of the day. That doesn't work at all. That's like me going out and saying, hey, we got a black screen behind us. It's designed to be ambient light rejection. It's designed to do that. And we don't make it black. We make the screen actually gray. And then we turn around and remove the ambient light rejection and stick you in a dark environment and say, oh, this is what it is, and charge you more money for it. That's exactly what he just did. So the Frankenstein, he claims is ambient light rejection, but then it's not ambient light rejection. Which one is it? On the website clearly states that none of his products are ambient light rejection, but yet you have video showing a screen that you're doing an ambient light rejection demonstration on, a screen that's sitting next to a window. Screen paints or projection screens that are not ambient light rejection do not sit next to windows, because they will have issues. So that clearly shows that he lies there altogether. Let's go over here and show you this right here. Going in and changing the color of the product before the product is shipped to the customer to back up claims. That's something you're going to have to worry about, that he may go in and alter and change a color. Maybe he may not have enough of that particular product, and he may change it at the last minute. Anytime we bring out a new product, we're going to change the color of a product. we have to do a video. We have to say that's going to be a whole different formula that we're developing, and we have to have update videos. We say, okay, we have this screen called the 39 Black Widow coming out. This is the new screen we're developing, blah, 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 blah. And we'll announce the product, and then we'll show demonstrations of the product as we start developing it along with the test. This particular product color came out of nowhere with no testing, no announcements, nothing. Let's go over to the order. This is what we purchased right there. No, I tried being purchased. That's my fault. This is the product that he changed it out. This is what we purchased. This is a verification video. So we just keep catching some of you all up on some of the lies this guy does. The verification video was recorded so that way we can have proof that this is what we ordered. So that way we don't run into the incident that we went through on this nonsense over here, where we got an item that was shipped in. This is supposed to be the Cinemax, and the Cinemax came in to us. We're doing the visual making products black, which Cinemax don't come in black. So to make sure we don't go through this nonsense, you see we want our case in our favor, but to make sure we don't go through this nonsense right here again, we recorded our order to make sure, this is verification, we wanted to record it where we placed the order from to make sure that this is going to be the color of the product when the product lands. As you can clearly say, so it's right here in my video. We on your screens. We're on the website, CROW's website, because we want to make sure that the color is exactly as claimed to be. Keep in mind, we've been through a situation where we actually ordered a Cinemax from this individual, and we ended up getting black paint. So we want to make sure he doesn't. Now this video was shot. Everything here. This video was shot before the item got to the house. Product gets here, and it's not what it's supposed to be. We can let me see, just to make sure. Let me go back and put that in there real quick. Projectors, definitely. Pause it there. So this is what we were supposed to get. This is the color we're supposed to get. This is the size, but this is the color we're supposed to get. We ended up getting, well, sorry, he went in and changed his site to this darker color and sent us this product right here. Now the problem we have with this product right here is this product actually matches the same color as the UV mix, which I think I have. Here we go. This is the container right here for the UV mix right there. They actually match perfectly. Make sure we have a little bit light because mine is a little bit darker because of our wall color. There you go. Whoa, just dropped my mouse. Exact same color right there. So he sent us a product that we already had. We've already had the UV. Hit my mouse up before because I just hit the daylight set of my mouse. So we already had this product already here. They're both the same thing. They're both the same color, and we've made this one on a live video, and that turned out to be nothing more than black and white paint. All right, just went over and hit something here. Right, there we go. So again, he constantly lies in his demonstrations because in his demonstrations, when the paint he sent to us, he's saying that the product is not ambient light rejection. The reason why he's saying that, because again, still thinking that you had the same color as our product, you're way off, because again, I said before, gunmetals are very dark and our gunmetal doesn't even match that, but he was trying to get a color to match the product, and yeah, he failed miserably. So let's look at the whatchamacallit, what he says right here. He's saying right here that the Frankenstein is ambient light rejection. And in here, on his packaging, he's saying that it's not. Does the Frankenstein on the website of the product say anything about ambient light rejection technology? Let's go pop over to the website, which we're on right now. We're on the Frankenstein, and let's have a look here. No. It doesn't mention anything about ambient light rejection technology, because here he states that the product is not. Even on his website, he clearly states that the product is not ambient light rejection, but yet here in his YouTube video, he's saying that the Frankenstein is ambient light rejection technology. So who takes a product from 5 years back that's supposed to have ambient light rejection technology and then charge more money for it and then turn around and remove what it's supposed to be, ambient light rejection? We're going off your videos right here. So when you send me out the correct color, which we should have, or you can just return the money, put it back to my account, then you can go in and you could like I said, return the money back to us or send us the correct color. Your product, by our standards, you claim is ambient light rejection because, again, this is new technology. Why would you go and downgrade it and say it's not? I'm going to check out this video right here.
What's going on, guys? What is going on? So today, hey guys, this is CROW1176. What's going on, guys? What is going on? I will be doing a video on how to paint aluminum screens or any kind of canvas that you want. I mean, I don't know if there's a correct way. This is the way I do it. This is my preference, you know. I'm doing it for a friend of mine, Sonic Chill. I talk about it on the video most of the times, or some of my videos. And yeah, so this is 52. Yeah, 52 inches viewing. All right. So you got 41. Right.
The question is your product AR ambient rejection technology or not? Because we have a video saying it is.
This is an aluminum sheet. This is the kind of plates we use for our presses at work. See, as you can see, it's all aluminum. It's pretty thick, man. Frankenstein mix that I created here. It's more like ambient light rejection paint that I have here, and I will be painting with.
Now you hear what he said. He said it's an ambient light rejection screen paint, but over here we have a product saying it's not ambient light rejection. So you sat right there and you lied in your demonstration. Number one, your product's not ambient light rejection, judging by the demonstration. Your demonstration is poorly done. But right there, he clearly says that the product is ambient light rejection.
Light rejection paint that I have here, and the mix that I created here. It's more like ambient light rejection paint that I have here, and I will be painting with this, showing you what to do. All you need is smooth. It's not smooth to.
Now, do you see the color that you painted on the screen? This is the color here, and that's the color there, which means the Frankenstein mix you have in this container is far darker than what you painted on your screen. The color that we ordered, which is the original Frankenstein, would have been that color right there, not this. Your Frankenstein doesn't come in that color. This is the color your Frankenstein comes in. Gotta stop lying in these demonstrations. You really do. You get busted every time. That's the exact same color that's posted onto the website. Your colors don't match, Crow. Gotta stop scamming people. That's what you gotta do. Stop scamming people. We will bust you every single time. See the labels right here? See right there, Crow? You said not ambient light rejection, but you have here at the title of your video that clearly says that your product is ambient light rejection. And you said it right in the demonstration. The same color that you just painted on that screen is the exact same color that we ordered off the website before you went in and changed your color, because your paint does not match the color that you are showing here on your screen. You gotta stop doing dumb stuff.
Paint that I have here, and I will be painting with this paint that I have here, and we don't want to press that big. We want to press this big, but not bigger, you know. But yeah, man, what I'm trying to do with this, I'll paint it with Frankenstein mix that I created here. It's more like ambient light rejection paint that I have here.
Now, how is that an ambient light rejection paint, but you clearly have on your website and in the product description that it has nothing to do with ambient light rejection? And mind you, like I said, this video is 5 years old. So you went in and took newer technology, removed it off your product, and then charged people more money for something that is not ambient light rejection at the end of the day. How is this stuff going to work with venue projectors or in a business, or if it's not ambient light rejection? Unless you're claiming that you don't require and don't need ambient light rejection, which will be virtually impossible due to the fact that you just stated that you are using a paint that you made that is ambient light rejection. Not only that, the paint that you painted out doesn't match the screen paint we have here in the container, which means, again, you're going to lose another PayPal claim. And you can go in and try to, what's the word for it? Go in and try to change the video. We have a copy of the video. So if you delete this video, if it disappears in any way or whatsoever, we have copies of it. So you messed up big time. Your paint doesn't match in the container, just like you did with the Cinemax. And number two, you clearly said your product is an ambient light rejection screen paint.
This, I'll paint it with Frankenstein mix that I created here. It's more like ambient light rejection paint.
Ambient light rejection paint.
And I will be painting with this, showing you what to do. All you need is, that's it, paint, roller. This is just smooth. It's not smooth to semi-smooth, so it's just smooth. But yeah, I mean, it should be done good. All the time, whenever you're painting something, make sure you clean your canvas really good. Whatever you're painting, just wipe it. If it's smooth enough, wipe it. It really doesn't matter, but I like to just keep it nice and tight.
Okay, let's get them on camera.
All right.
This will be going to your fraud on the blacklist.
Like I said, I don't know what's the correct way. This is the way I do it. This is the way I like to do it. I'm not going to say that I'll be rolling in, done, and I don't like that.
You got to go to the gym, seriously.
Because as soon as the
You
white
definitely got to go to
hits,
the gym.
if you focus, if you make like just do a test pattern, a white test pattern, once you finish it, you will see ghosting. That's what I call it. That's what we call it at work in printer's language. You see ghosting, you see lines ghosting out. You know what I mean? And that comes out on white, images. And you will be able to see that. But I mean, eventually,
Oh, man, dude, you are talking so much trash. Nothing you're saying is making any sense.
I'm a pressman. I know what I'm looking for. So if I see a little bit of streaks going side or side, it just kills me. I know, man, it has to be smooth. I mean, come on. It's like when you have a TV and you see the screen with a scratch. Me, it bugs the hell out of me. Even though, I mean, eventually.
You don't have to shake paint up that much. Honestly, you don't. Especially if it's black and white paint, you don't.
I concentrate on everything.
That's a lot of shaking for a paint. It doesn't make any sense. No one shakes the paint that much. All right, let's see him paint this down. I want to see if it's matching what we got here in this container.
All right, so a lot of people have been asking me if I'm going to sell this. I mean, I could ship it like this. There you go.
So we got you on several versions of fraud charges. And I'll tell you why. Fraud. Number one, here in the video, he claims that the product, he says right here, this is a Frankenstein 5 years back. If he says, hey, I just changed it, no, really, because again, like I said, we busted and caught him going in and changing out the paint color at the last minute, because the verification video is very new. It's only like 1 or 2 days, and he changed that out the minute the product got here. So we got him busted and actually changing out the product, committing fraud. Second, the paint we have here doesn't match the color that we have here on the site at all, period, that he's painting his product in. Number two, it said it's not ambient light rejection, but right here in his videos, he has it stated it is an ambient light rejection screen paint. So again, the color you would have here would be the exact same color. Let me see if we can come in here. That would be the exact same color that we would have, let's see, in the verification right there. The exact same color. That would be the color of a Frankenstein, not what we have here. Does it match? This matches this color we have there, which is not the same color that you're displaying in your video. You gotta stop committing fraud. I keep telling you, we will bust you every single time. So for those of you saying, well, he could have removed the ambient light, who removes ambient light rejection technology to begin with? That's like someone selling you a car with a, I don't know how they do now, satellite radio now, they think they do now, I'm not sure. And they remove it and they put in an 8-track player and then charge you more for the vehicle, for an 8-track player in the car. So who goes in and removes ambient light rejection technology and then does a video on it and then turns around and removes it and then comes in and says, oh, we're going to charge you more money for it, but we don't have this option in here anymore? Yeah, that's a bunch of nonsense right there. And then on top of that, again, this is not the color of the product we have here. Now, this would have been the color of the product that I ordered here on the verification video. Yeah, that's exactly the color that we were buying from him. But at the last minute, he decides to change it over to this to match the dirt that he was doing in his the dirt he was doing to try to back up his claim that this is how the Frankenstein looks. And we know the Frankenstein doesn't look that way. That's the exact same color as the UV mix. But over in here in his demonstration, we have a Frankenstein that doesn't match anything in his website whatsoever.
Take it all the way to see it. See? I don't know if you could tell, but you get all kinds of see, you get all kinds of streaks there and there. I don't like that. I mean, eventually you will end up seeing them. Alright?
Jamie, you lost your claim today. Now look, I can get my money back into my account today. I can, easily. Busted you the same way we busted you the last time. This is a fellow who came in there and claimed that the Cinemax came in black. And the Cinemax doesn't come in black at all. And you lost your claim. Now you have an option, I said before. You can send us the product as it is supposed to be, right there in the demonstration. And don't post that not ambient light rejection technology on it. We want that on there too. Because if you have it here, should be the upgrade model right here. What is this right here? The downgrade version of it? Doesn't make any sense, no. You're gonna send us out a product, or you just put the money back in my account. That's his option right there. But clearly you can see the product doesn't even match.
If you're a different motorcycle, dude.
I don't know where these guys get these ideas of thinking they're going to get over on us by doing these demonstrations. You do know your videos basically is a nail in your coffin. As I said before, you are your worst enemy at the end of the day. So that's the color of a Frankenstein, which would have been the same color right there. Good gracious, man, the lies are freaking unbelievable. Yeah, I told you, guy lies. You got to be careful because this is the fellow that will change out orders at will. You'll get items that are not supposed to be. The shipping policy on his website is designed to protect him. It is a freaking nightmare. Now, like I said, I had no hopes that you were going to send us a product that was actually going to work. There's no way in the world. After all the nonsense we've been through, we just figured you would just figure out a new way on how to cheat us or try to do something just stupid at the end of the day. You can go into your site and you can put down and say to PayPal, hey, look, this is the color it comes in. We have a video verification showing that no, that's not the color it comes in. This is the color it comes in. And this is the video of you painting the screen in. And that's the same color there that we have here in the verification when we ordered. Exact same color. But you in your video here, Frankenstein, claiming to be ambient light rejection, we got a product here that doesn't even match the color of your screen paint and clearly saying it's not ambient light rejection. In your video, you said it is ambient light rejection. So you downgraded your product and you charge more money for it. That's what you did. And you have the wrong color too on top of that. So you lost your claim again. So we're going to give you an option to try to save you some embarrassment. I can go into PayPal right now and rip you a new one. I can easily go in, get the money on my account, and post you lost your claim again. The second time around. This is not going to look good for you. But we're going to give you a chance to fix this little mess you got yourself into. I'm going to return this to you. And when I return this to you, we will request by PayPal that we would like to have the item that we purchased in the on our order. This is what we want. And this is what you're going to. Now, if you're scared to send me this, because you are scared to send me this, because this product right here is not gunmetal in any way whatsoever. Matter of fact, I don't think you have it stated as gunmetal. I don't know what you call it now. And we can show that you do lie about the color of this product because we even have a black version of a Frankenstein. So there's a black version, there's a gunmetal, and whatever this stuff is, I don't know what this is supposed to be. And this is supposed to be ambient light rejection, but it's not ambient light rejection. So what is the Frankenstein at the end of the day? There you go. So it just shows you committing fraud on so many levels. You change and manipulate your website at will to cater to your own pleasure of stealing from your customers. So which one is it? Because we got a screen here that's not matching the color we got here, but it's also matching the color we have here on the website, but it's not matching the color we have here that you just changed it over to, that is matching the color we have here. And in this demonstration, if you look at it, sorry, in the video, if you look at it, this says nothing about ambient light rejection technology. But yet, when you go to the video, and you can look at it crystal clear, it says nothing about ambient light. As a matter of fact, he has it posted to his website, and it's actually sitting on my label. What does it say? Even has my name attached to it. But in your video here, your product clearly says that it's ambient light rejection. And you sit there and you say it in the video.
This is the way I do it. This is my preference, you know. I'm doing it for a friend of mine, Sonic Chill. I talk about him on the video most of the time. It's 100 inches. I don't think I could get any higher than that because I don't know if they even make them, but I know they make them up to 100 inches. I think a little bit under Frankenstein mix that I created here. It's more like ambient light rejection paint that I have here. And
you just said more like an ambient light rejection paint that you have here. So why do we have this here? And why is it not on your website anywhere that your product is ambient light rejection? Because the reason why, because by our standards on how we do ambient light rejection and how you have tried to challenge your product being just as good as ours, people are going to expect for your product to do the exact same thing we do in our demonstrations, like me watching goldfish while my windows are open and my lights are on, which we all know that a gray screen can't even produce. Not even that, it can't even pick up on a 4,000 lumen projector, and not even on a 5,000 in the next room, which we're going to be doing later on the screen, my dedicated theater room back there. So again, where did you come? Why would you bring out a product 5 years ago saying it's ambient light rejection and then remove that, which means you downgraded the product, and then you charge more people, it's actually charging more money for it? If you come out and say, well, the product's always been that color, no, it hasn't been that color. We know that.
Frankenstein makes.
Oh, y'all don't like to hear that, do you? I see you come in the room seeing you don't like to hear it. Well, he's busted. Busted.
And
now a kid sits there and fights his medicine. Take it. You just lost. I'm giving you an option again. Giving you an option again to redeem yourself. You send me back the paint that we ordered. If not, I file a complaint, you lose, and we post that you lost again. You got caught scamming. You got no options. Don't do dumb stuff.
You want to press this big, but not bigger, you know. But yeah, man, what I'm trying to do with this, I'm gonna paint it with Frankenstein mix that I created here. It's more like ambient light rejection paint that I have here, and
more like an ambient light rejection screen paint. But going to the website, it doesn't state anything about ambient light rejection. So you're going to go to your customers and say, oh, it's not needed. It's not needed. So why would you have it in there to begin with if it's not needed? There ain't no way around this. Jamie, no way around this. You clearly lie in your demonstrations. You falsify your products. You talk about things your products can't do at the end of the day. And the reason why we know why you mark this not ambient light rejection, because you don't want to stick it in the environment that we're in. Even with the product you have here, it's still not dark enough to be able to compete with the 39 gunmetal, which is actually extremely dark, which I showed you in the video. And the sad thing about it, this individual literally thought the screen was this color, not realizing, again, the ambient light we have in the basement is so bright that when they hit screens, it makes them appear to be lighter than what they are, because that's the screen taking in on that light. When the screens go into normal lighting, which we use up here, which you guys call extreme lighting, this is when the screens show what they really look like, and they're dark. Oh my goodness, your lies, your lies, your lies. Yeah, that's the color of your product here, and over here in your demonstration, when you're painting your screen, right here, this is also the color of your product. Don't delete the video. I got a copy of it. And if you delete it, I'll go online and I'll show that you deleted your video, and we'll have another one you deleted videos in our collection. So don't delete it. I'll be taking screenshots and pictures of this to send over to PayPal like we did the last time. We did this with the what is that Cinemax nonsense. See the paint on the roller? Now you can say, hey, I just recently changed this product. Yeah, again, we did a verification video. So no, you can't get around that one either by saying you recently changed it. And anytime somebody actually develops a new product, they're going to announce the product first, or they're basically going to show demonstrations, or there should be more videos of this darker product. A lot of videos on this darker product, but there isn't any.
See, you got all kinds of streaks there.
Oh.
I don't like that. I mean, eventually you will end up seeing them. All right.
And you can sit there and say, well, hey, look, the version I have now is a gunmetal version. Not going to help you out either, because right here you have it stated on your website when you purchase that you have it under gunmetal. That's what it comes up under on the website when we did the recording. Gunmetal, which means you were stating that to be gunmetal.
Your different motorcycles.
And we have multiple demonstrations of yours too. Again, I recorded my transactions. Has to be done outside of fully lit environments. Man, you mess up so badly. You mess up so badly, it is not even funny. But I told you, he lies. So where on your website is it saying this product is gunmetal? I mean, saying not gunmetal. It's ambient light rejection. Because you got it Frankenstein ambient light rejection mix. And you want to talk about, buddy, I'm in better shape than you are. Look at this. Are you kidding me? Please. Yeah, that's a great screen, buddy. That's not even gunmetal at that. How in the world are you passing that off as gunmetal? Not even that ambient light rejection technology. That would wash clean out.
So as you can see, I'm putting more pressure towards this side, like my previous video.
Yeah, it's that's not matching this, man, at all in any way whatsoever.
So yeah, sure, man.
Let me get a picture of this for basically for you file a complaint today.
The results. And there you go, man. See that? Look at the sun. I mean, the light's reflecting. You could already see if it has any kind of imperfection or something, you know, like some ghost lines or some streaks.
Let me show you where the product
doesn't. So
is not
now
ambient light rejection. You know why?
it dried up.
Number one, he has a screen
A Frankenstein
inside of a box.
I taped it to the back.
Colors here completely washed out right along here. I don't know why those curtains aren't pushed all the way back. And if you see right here, the screen is completely washed out. It's definitely washed out.
You can see I covered this. There's straight, I don't know, sunlight coming in and hitting the screen.
That is completely washed out. There is no way in the world that's ambient light rejection technology, and no way whatsoever. "4K demonstrations." YouTube. That is not ambient light rejection. There is no way in the world this should be this badly washed out. That is absolutely horrible. And again, we can take a gray screen and stick it up here. It can't pick up. Gray screens do not pick up on 4,000, 5,000, 3,000 on the projector. They don't pick up. That's what an ambient light rejection screen looks like. Mind you, this area is nothing. Downstairs in a max out zone, these screens pick up with no problem whatsoever. Matter of fact, my main gaming screen is in a max out zone. That's ambient light rejection. That's why when we take the color red and we stick it against a gray screen, it washes out. For the color that the Frankenstein should have been when we got it over here would have been in that same color, which means laying it against any of the screens, it would have clearly washed out. See, the problem when you're dealing with people that make claims, in fact, your screen is too small. 50 inches, screen is supposed to be much bigger than that. The bigger the screen, the more light it's going to take impact. All washed out. Yeah, again, the product that he's selling you, number one, not ambient light rejection. Number two, as I said before, the screen paint is definitely the wrong color than what we have here. So we know that from the door. Definitely lied to us at the end of the day. So we know he basically faked his demonstration. And if he sits there and says that the product is not ambient light rejection, well, you clearly said it right here in your demonstration that your product is ambient light rejection, in your video saying it is. But we got a product here that's saying it's not. And not only that, the color is incorrect. The color is actually matching the exact same color that we have off the website. Let's go to your website real quick, because we have over here, like I said in the video, it has titled on the Frankenstein that it is an ambient light rejection screen paint. Let's go click again over to the website and see if we can find anything on there that says that the product is ambient light rejection. Mind you, this video is 5 years back. I'm curious if we go back a minute. No, you know what? I'm not. Because I've had incidents where we've been in videos and people had deleted videos while we were actually in the video. So I want to make sure that I can go back on here, because while I'm in here, even if he deletes the video, I still have access to it. As long as I don't go in and I basically decide to refresh the page, the video could disappear, which would be interesting to see basically if he could back the product. He's going to delete the video anyway. He's probably going to delete the video anyway because he's busted anyway. But let's go over here real quick. I want to see on this side, we'll go to his web page here. And like I said, looking for where the Frankenstein says it is ambient light rejection. And clearly, as you can see, there's nothing there stating that it is. Let's go to the front of the website. Let's have a look at the front of the website. He doesn't have it there. So let's go in the front of the website, see anything there at all. We're going to be thorough about this and make sure that if he's telling the truth, because he's doing videos that were 5 years back, and this is now. Again, ambient light rejection is new technology. And again, as I said before, every freaking screen on the face of the planet, besides the white and gray screens, don't have it. But everybody else has that ceiling light rejection technology. I think that's for the screens. They have that kind of coating. We have advanced ambient light rejection technology. So every time we get a customer, the first thing they ask is it ambient light rejection? So in your demonstration, you're saying it is, but on your website, you're saying it's not. So which one is it? And then on top of that, you're showing two different colors, and actually three different colors on your products. We got one in black. We have one that's claiming to be gunmetal, which you have the lighter version, which we have that actually matches your video that says gunmetal. And then you have this darker version right here that for some reason popped up out of nowhere. So we don't see anywhere on the website of the Frankenstein claiming to be a ambient light rejection screen, but yet we have it here in his video that claims that the product is ambient light rejection. And we have you recorded saying that it is an ambient light rejection screen paint. Clearly it's not, but you can see how badly it's washed out. Then we also too have the color of you painting the screen. Now, like I said, you got to be careful about these guys. They're very, very sneaky. So if he sits there and says on a video, well, we changed it out because it's a new upgrade. Well, no one knew about this upgrade until we got the product. Interesting. Because a few days back, not even a few days back, we have a timestamp of us recording our transaction and showing what we purchased. So you just changed it out at will, sent it to me. Anytime we basically change out a product, let's say a customer orders a 38 from us, we will contact them and say, hey, look, we got this new paint. They said, yeah, we saw the updates. Anytime you watch us bring something out, we'll show updates on the product. We got this coming out, so many new products, so and so and so. I'll talk about it on camera. We got to wait to the ingredient skits here. We make the product, we paint it out, we do the demonstrations. It's a whole process, and we still don't even sell it yet because it has to go through all these tests first before we can market it. This particular color came out of nowhere, no testing, nothing, no updates, not a thing. Boom, it popped up because we ordered the paint. Yeah, that looks very suspicious. I'm sorry, buddy. And again, you're lying to your customers about this whole ambient light thing because again, like I said, if you take this screen paint, any of the screen paints, they wash out. They're none of them. He's right on that. They are not ambient light rejection screen paints. By far, they are not. I don't know what you lied and told the church because I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have purchased a product that's not ambient light rejection because that's something that's required in buildings involving venue projectors and business, which you have on your site under the Frankenstein that you can use it for churches and schools, you do know those are ambient light environments. And if you're claiming that your product doesn't need it, then we like to see demonstrations on that. But since the majority of demonstrations are done in the dark, we do know that your product definitely needs ambient light projection technology, but it doesn't work too well as we saw in the demonstration. All right, so let's go back here because I want to make sure we have this on recording, and I'm going to bring my speakers in and boosters because I want people to hear crystal clear of you sitting there making a statement that the Frankenstein is ambient light projection technology.
With Frankenstein mix that I created here, it's more like ambient light projection paint that I have here, and I will be painting it with this.
More like an ambient light projection paint.
That's it, paint, roller. This is just smooth. It's not smooth to semi-smooth, so it's just smooth. But yeah, I mean, it should be done good.
So which one is it, Jamie?
Whenever you're painting something,
Is the Frankenstein ambient light projection or is it not ambient light projection? Because I've never heard of anybody who develops any form of product, even from gaming systems to TVs or whatever it may be, saying that, hey, look, this is the product. Imagine the PS4 comes out and they say, hey, look, this is the system we have right here. It comes with a disc player and all this stuff and everything that comes with it. And then 5 years later, they remove everything out of it with no updates, nothing. They just, boop, that's how it is now. With no updates, nothing. Every company, any business at the end of the day, if they're changing anything on a product, they will have massive amount of updates to get people ready for the new change. Yours just happened just like that. So you lie as you go along. You change things out as you go along, hoping that no one's going to pick up on that. But today, buddy, I'm your magnifying glass. I am basically the one that's going to sit there and blow up everything that you do so people can see exactly what you do, so they can put it all together. Your videos stayed here of ambient light projection technology. You said it in the video, ambient light, and now you're stating you don't have it. And the reason why you're saying that is because, again, if anybody were to take that product and stick it into an environment such like we have over here, the screen would wash out dramatically. And then they would complain to you that, hey, this is not ambient light projection because the screen's washing out. That's why he puts certain things on his website to protect him at the end of the day. So you can't argue about that. You can't go on and say, well, it says ambient light. No, I never stated that. It's not on the website. Well, guess what, Skippy? You posted it on your videos, and you actually said it in your videos that your product is ambient light projection. And if you sit there and say, well, this is the new stuff, yeah, again, who downgrades the product and charges people more money for it? All right. Let's go over here real quick. I want to get to this website because we got things to do and we got to go call PayPal and get this taken care of. I want to go over to where he says he doesn't even have what the screen size you're painting. What size screen are you painting with this? It doesn't even say it. That's why it says specification sheets are horrible. What size screen are you painting with the Frankenstein? What does the Frankenstein paint? I don't see anything for a screen size of 100-inch to 135. I don't see anything to 100, 120. So what size screen are you getting from 132? Because you don't have it listed here. You also don't have it listed different surfaces you can paint it on. This is what I'm talking about. The website is really, really scammy because there's a lot of information missing. There's nothing there about paint sprayers and nothing at all. What kind of paint sprayers can you use? Well ventilated areas, a distance throw, narrow viewing comb, if the product can be used outside. All we have here is basically saying that, it says right here, churches and outside venues. How would this work on outside venues if it's not ambient light projection technology? That doesn't make any sense at all, period. All right, he has nothing there at all, period. So let's go to the front of the page real quick and let's have a look. Let me see what we have here in front of the page. We need the front, we need the home page. Let's go to the home page. See if he posted that video with the Network Race 773. I doubt he posted that one. It should be right here, but I doubt he's going to post that one because, again, he doesn't want anybody to know that product match house paint. But let's see if there's anything here at all. Nothing there. And then on his sizes for his screens, which he doesn't have there, he has them up front here. It should be over there. He has stated that, and he spelled quarts incorrect, that 152 quarts is going to paint 150-inch, maybe, that's a maybe, if he hasn't done the demonstration, to 200-inch screen. That is virtually impossible. There's no way in the world you're going to paint a 200-inch screen out of 2 quarts. That's a complete lie right there. He has here, let me see, Frankenstein right here. It's the we ordered the Frankenstein mix 300 lumens and up, 3000 lumens and up for venue projectors, churches with high lumen projectors. Yeah, buddy, you don't have anything in there talking about ambient light projection, because if you're going to be using any form of screen paint like that, it has to be in an ambient light projection. No. And at the bottom it says right here, he's stating not ambient light projection technology, but yet in your YouTube video you have it posted that your product is ambient light projection. So you clearly downgraded your product that's not ambient light projection and charge people more money, because that video is 5 years ago. Who does that? The reason why that's there, people, because like I said, he's had complaints, and the complaints he has is the screen paint is not ambient light, it washes out. That stuff doesn't pick up anywhere in our house at all whatsoever, and we've had it here. Legit, we've had it here by other customers. So by putting that there, that basically, he can argue that by saying, I never said that, never made that claim. That's why we have it here on our container saying that it's not ambient light projection, right? The Frankenstein, right? But in the video here, it is ambient light projection. And we even got you on recording stating that the Frankenstein mix is ambient light projection. But the part that's going to hurt you the most is this, the color. The color you have here for this screen that you painted out is the exact same color that was displayed in the verification video, proving that us in the video he was going to change the color of it to match whatever product he was going to send here. Buddy, if we're in court, you must just basically turn around and let your lawyer kick you in the back end, because you've lost on so many levels. We got you lying about the Frankenstein. You probably hope these videos, they hope these videos get buried and they disappear, nobody sees them. We got you lying multiple times on the Frankenstein, faking colors, false shopping carts, and then the product, for some reason, how come it doesn't match here, Crow? It doesn't look the same, but it does look the same in the verification video. Man, I tell you, website is nothing but lies. Same color here. And this video was shot a couple of days ago. Same color here. Fake information here. You're not going to get 2 quarts to a 200-inch screen. That's not going to happen. Clearly stating that your product is not ambient light projection. Right there. All right, I got to get my screenshots from off this Frankenstein video right here, and we need to go in and send this over to PayPal's complaint compartment so we can get this thing started. Your options are simple and plain, Crow. You got busted, you got caught in a bunch of lies. Usually this whole chat thing over here would be blowing up right now. He'd be in there ranting and carrying on, but he can't. He got busted. When trolls get busted, they don't have nothing to say. They start deleting, or they just be quiet. You just keep their mouth shut. Don't delete the video, because we have a copy of it, and I have a recording of me telling you not to delete the video. If you do, it will come back to bite you in the face. So don't delete any of the videos under the Frankensteins. Leave them in there. You delete any videos off that account, will clearly show that you basically are trying to hide something, as you always do. All right, I got to take a screenshot of that, and I got to basically send that over to PayPal and showing that this is a product we were supposed to receive, and we are not going to be requesting, so everybody knows we're not requesting for our money. We are requesting for him to take the product back, which we're going to ship it back to his address. If he chooses to use a fake address, hey, that's his problem at the end of the day. Don't care. But we're going to send it back over there. If you verify and it goes back to a fake address and you're going to say, well, you know, I haven't received it yet, we will send PayPal your real address, showing that you committed fraud again. Do not mess up again. Good gracious. I mean, I told you people, this is what we go through when ordering paint from this guy. Everybody else, we go buy paint from them. That's the end of it. That's it. We're done. Him, we got to go through these little scammy nonsense that he goes through, always trying to cut corners and lying. And really? And you call yourself a professional at the end of the day? You're far from it, man. You are so far from it. Make sure we got this on the title too. I want the title in there too, and we screenshot this. And let's go back real quick. Oh, no, wait, on here, I'm gonna check something real quick. I'm gonna go back here on video here. Come out of this one. Oh, we have full screen. Coming out of full screen on this one. All right. Verification. Let me see. Verification. Where's the verification? Verification. The verification video was shot a day ago. A day ago. That shows you how fast he wanted to commit that scam or committing fraud by how fast he wanted to change that change the color. It was a day ago that we did the verification video. And you went in on, let me see the product. This was 13 hours ago. So this was a day before the product got there. When you committed the whatchamacallit, changing out the color. That's why I'm glad we did the video. Sat there and clearly said we need to do this video because he is going to go in and change the color, send us a different color and change the color on the website to try to back his claim. You messed up so badly. All right, people, we got to go. I got to get my screenshots, got to call PayPal. We got to get this thing started. As I said before, we're not requesting our money back. We were going to request for CROW to take the item back. I don't care about your return policy. Forget that. I'm overriding that. That's done. We're going to override his return policy, send this back to him. It's sealed. This is why he was urging us to open it up and try it. No, because the minute we open it up, we forfeit already on the product. You do know that, bottom line, that basically cancels out our claim. The reason why we won our claim on the other one, now, number one, we never opened the product. It was leaking all over my hand because this guy wanted to punch the hole in the container, and that's how we had paint all over our hands. But the package was never open. We sent it back to him. But after PayPal saw this website, they were like, you know what? Keep it. We don't care. It's a scam site. All right. So we're going to, let me see, go in and get these pictures and everything showing that the product we have is not the color that we purchased. And also too, we have pictures of the item before we basically we have pictures of the item before the item got here. So we have proof that that is the color of the product, and that is actually what he's painted in his demonstration. And your demonstration, I don't see any darker version of this product. And by the way, if you do decide to make this your official color, I'm going to let you know right now, this is the same color as the UV mix, the exact same color. And we know how to make the UV mix. So we'll be posting our ingredients on how we made the UV mix, which is actually the same color as the Frankenstein, which means he scammed you again. So yeah, you may want to change that color back to that light color that you had in your demonstrations. And also too, yeah, where's the rest of your demonstrations for this? Oh, I forgot, we don't change it at the last minute. So again, we know how to make this because it's the same as the UV mix. All right, let me get this done. Gotta go. We're gonna go back into the room. We got the dedicated theater room somewhat finished. I want to do some demonstrations on why you don't use light gray screen paints and products and silver stains and so forth as we do before against these screens because again, no ambient light rejection and they don't work. Gotta go. Thank you all and God bless.